So when my friends say to me, did you hear so-and-so? I say no, because I don't watch the news. Because I know what I'm supposed to be doing, and nobody fixed it yesterday, last night, or tomorrow. It's all still the same thing. So no matter how many more newscasts I watch, the job that I'm supposed to do is still the same. Stay focused, stay faithful, and stay clearly on the tasks that we know we're supposed to be on. I believe that is, the world's not any worse now than it's ever been. We say everything's so much worse. It's not. Tell me a time in history when everything was okay. Pick an epoch and tell me, when was everything okay? So this is our journey, this is our task, this is our work. And we just need to get up in the mornings and go do the work. You don't get up in the mornings and grumble across the grass grew in the garden. That's what it's supposed to do. Evil is walking around beating on its chest in our midst. And we have got to decide how we will respond to its invitation. And part of it is to remove ourselves from some of the chaotic stuff. Race has become the lightning rod that has just been used to do so many bad things so long across our world. But right now we are letting it drag us around by the throat. And we people of faith have got to say, once and for all, there is one God in the universe who has made us all, and we are all equal and loved equally, and everybody has got to figure out how to live on this planet together. There are no other options. The other day I had a black person tell me that she didn't like having to work with one of my white staff members, and I said, well, you may have to reconsider whether you want to be here, because we don't separate people. In the Center for Racial Healing, everybody comes in that door, is accepted as a beloved child of God, and you can be crippled and crazy and a whole bunch of things, but you're a beloved child of God. And we will do everything we can to affirm that, to make that clear, and we will tell the best truth we can tell, and we will be loving, and we don't have any hierarchy of human value in that space. But we do have it in the church. Unfortunately, we do think some people are better than other people. We do have a hierarchical structure that has got to go, because it's got nothing to do with God. Absolutely nothing to do. Getting clarity about that has been the most liberating thing that's ever happened to me. To get off the debate of looking at, somebody who lives under the bridge, God loves just like me, just as much. And my job is to figure out what I'm supposed to do with that understanding, rather than to find myself trying to make up some reasons why I don't have to deal with them the same way, because they're not just quite as good as the person who did everything they were supposed to do. You must not have done something right, or you wouldn't be living under the bridge. Therefore, I don't have to have as much empathy for you as I would somebody who's been working hard and still didn't get whatever I thought they deserved. You know how we play that game with ourselves? And if we don't watch it on a daily basis, we will deal with people as if some people are better than others. We will think about people as if some people are better than others. So what do you think when you see the disheveled person that's being dragged around and mistreated by police or whatever? Is that person equal to you in your mind? or not? I think you have to ponder that. Do you have the capacity to have the same kind of empathy for that person that you would have for somebody in a three-piece suit? And this is my question for myself and my question to you, because we're all caught in the same trap. We're all caught in the cultural narrative of creating a hierarchical valuation system for human beings on the planet. And that's our biggest problem. It's got nothing to do with skin color. It's got nothing to do with anything except that we got ourselves caught in a capitalist modality that values people and things according to a bunch of stuff that's got nothing to do with God. And when we start beginning to come to grips with this, some of these other things get taken care of. You know, I don't have to have these debates with myself about that person that's standing there asking me for $1. That's my brother. That's my sister. And I can give them whatever dollars I've got, but what I need to give them more is a space in my heart. A little bit of space in my heart. Because in the process of giving them some space in my heart, I give myself an opportunity to be free. Because to every extent that I hold somebody hostage and devalue them, I imprison myself. And Howard Thurman said, and we're going to watch him later because I can hardly ever talk without Howard Thurman being a part of it, that all we are all doing is trying to get ourselves out of prison. That's what we're doing. We're trying to get to be liberated. And in the process of coming to grips with that, other people get to benefit from our journey toward liberation. I want to say to you how much I appreciate the work you're doing. The work you're doing to be liberated people, to be more conscious. How much it makes my heart leap for joy when I hear white people say, I'm a recovering racist. That makes my heart leap for joy because it means that you're willing to tell the truth about the cultural narratives and the constructs that you're having to extricate yourself from. There is no judgment, negativity, no negative judgment to be connected to that. That is a lovely confession, and it's a fact, a confessional fact that says everything about the possibility for some healing to occur. On the other side of the coin, people of color have to be willing to confess to having been injured by the trauma of the same kind of stuff that white folks have been injured by. I just think that we have misunderstood how the wounding has happened. You know, there's so much of deciding to assign particular kinds of wounds. White folks, too many white people don't ever think they've been wounded anyway by race. You know, they just don't get that racism has wounded them. I really do think that it's people of color that are the victims of racism and that are the wounded people. Everybody on the planet has been wounded in some way or another by racist constructs. Anywhere you go, you get outside of the United States and it's the same thing. It's just a little bit more nuanced. It's nuanced in a different way. But we've decided we exported all over the world this craziness about skin color and hair and all these artificial things that have got nothing to do with who human beings are. But you can't tell me when I've been harassed by the cops and I can't get a job and I don't have access to resources, you can't tell me race is an illusion. It's not an illusion for me because my life is being impacted every minute, every day. However, it is an illusion because if you take away this outer covering from all of us, we will just all be sitting here looking exactly alike, bleeding, right? So we got ourselves in a bit of a mess. And it takes a lot of thinking about it and praying about it and being willing to be humble about it to get to some place where we can say, Lord, have mercy. Have mercy. Help me to hear and see the way you would like me to hear and see.